Hello, guys. Today I'm delighted to get back on the channel. DJ Tollerton. He is 1-0, undefeated professional boxer. How does that sound, mate?
Sounds good, mate. It sounds good. Hopefully we can keep it that way for a long time, mate. Hopefully until the day I retire. That'll be nice, won't it?
Yes.
Fingers
But
crossed, eh?
you're back out this weekend against
Yeah.
Christian. I can't pronounce his surname.
Narvaez, mate.
Narvaez.
Yeah, that's the
We'll
one.
go on that. Yes.
Yeah.
I think he's
Yeah.
he's got 16 wins. So fair play to him.
Yeah, 16 wins, mate. It's a tough test for a second fight, mate. Not many people take somebody like that in their second pro fight. But it's just how I do things, mate, to be honest with you. I don't want to take no easy fights. I like them a little bit tough because they're the ones you learn from. And if I'm any good, mate, I'll beat him. And if I'm not, he'll beat me. So we'll find out, won't we?
Is it another 4-round fight, mate?
Yes, mate. It's going to be 4 threes.
Yes.
Another 4 rounds. Like I said, I've only had one pro fight. And then obviously with COVID before that, I want the most active. So we'll knock a couple of 4-rounders out, mate, before we step it up to some 6s, 8s and 10s. So just to get the ring rust off, keep me sharp, and then we'll see what happens after this one.
Yes, we will, mate. So before we started it, you said he was a tough man on your debut.
Yeah, he was, mate. He was indeed. The Polish lad, he was tough. He came to fight. He was unorthodox, mate. He kept switching stances. He kept throwing them big shots in. I actually got my nose broken with a head clash in the second round.
Ooh.
So that was interesting. I felt like the first round, mate, I boxed beautifully, made it look real easy. Second round, same thing until the last 30 seconds. And then he caught me with a little left hook and he switched stance and he came in and we banged heads. And I thought it was a cut because I remember I boxed in all white, you see. And I looked at my shorts and I just saw all this blood go on my shorts. And I thought, oh, no, he's cut me. And then I realised I couldn't breathe with my nose and my nose was broken. What was that, sorry?
Was it your blood or his?
My blood out my nose, mate. He broke my nose with the head clash. So he hit my nose with the top of his head and my nose just broke. So, yeah, nasty. So it made it interesting.
You thought it was a punch that caused it when you were in there?
To be honest with you, yeah, I sort of did. And then I watched the video back and realised it was a head clash. I didn't realise at the time. Otherwise, I would have maybe said something to the referee but I just carried on boxing, mate. I thought maybe he caught me with a good shot and that was that. But no, it was, just definitely a head clash, mate. But it made the third round a bit interesting.
I think that you won 3 of them, and then the ref gave 1 round a draw.
1 round a draw, mate. Yeah, he gave the third round a draw. Because like I said, in the third round, mate, I'll be honest, I just took a walk around and just wanted to make sure my nose was okay. I just thought, calm myself down. I knew I'd already run the first 2 rounds, so I knew I could afford to rest a little bit. And then in the 4th round, I really turned the screw, mate. I nearly got him out of there in the 4th round, to be fair. I hurt him badly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was a good fight, mate. It was a real good learning fight. I felt like I learned a lot from it, which is the main thing.
Did you watch his fight with Campbell Hatton?
I did, yeah.
I thought you did a better job than Campbell did.
I agree, mate. I agree. And that's what I wanted to do. So before the debut, I'd seen that he'd boxed Campbell, and I'll be honest with you, mate, I think I'd beat Campbell if we box right now. I think I'd beat him quite well. If I'm being honest.
That's a fight I would like to see, mate, and of course I'll be rooting for you.
Mate, it's a fight I'd love to be in, but it's a fight I don't think Campbell would want too much, if I'm being honest, mate. I don't think he would fancy it right now.
Yeah. What is he now? What, 8-0, and you're gonna be
8-0, and I'm 1-0. So I mean, he fought the Polish lad, I think, when he was 4 and 5-0, and I boxed in my debut. So that shows the ambition, mate. You know, I want to go in there and make a statement and beat some good guys. I mean, again, I don't think someone like Hatton right now would really want to box a Narvaez, to be fair. And I'm boxing him this Saturday.
Tough man, and if you're not, if you switch off, mate, for a few seconds, you're gone.
Yeah, he'll beat, mate. If I switch off, he'll beat me 100%. So I've got to make sure I stay switched on and go and do a good job on him. Exactly.
When you were in there, did you hear many of your fans, or were you trying to block them out and focus on the man in front of you?
Do you know what, mate? I was trying to block them out, but do you know what? My fans are noisy, mate. They're very, very noisy. There's a few people in particular that I could hear the whole way through, and they were just shouting a load of stuff at me. I couldn't hear what they were saying, but I could hear them shouting. And I tell you what, mate, it was nice. It was I was really well supported, and for this fight, I've sold even more tickets, so it's going to be even better. So I must admit, I've got a really good fan base, and that they're great, mate. They're awesome.
Yeah. What went wrong? Because you were meant to fight on the Joel v Chad card, but you got, what was it, injured?
Yeah, the nose, mate, the broken nose, obviously in the
Oh.
professional debut. So
Oh
obviously
yeah,
that fight
because
was
you
only
were meant
4
to
weeks
fight
after.
like a few weeks. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
remember talking about that. Yeah.
yeah, so I left it a couple of weeks, and I got back into sparring. I thought, right, I'm gonna try it. I bought a full face head guard, and thought, right, let me try some sparring. And I'll be honest with you, mate. As soon as I got hit in the nose, I thought, this ain't happening. It's not ready to go. And do you know what, mate? Some things aren't worth risking it for. So we left it for July, and we're going to be back out this weekend, obviously October the 8th, and then hopefully again in December. So we'll still get 3 fights this year, which is what I wanted. So I'll be happy.
I enjoyed that Joel v Chad fight.
I know you did, mate. I didn't so much. Yeah, you were messaging me before, weren't you? And to be fair, you've not stopped giving me stick about it since. I thought Chad would do him, and you said Joel would do him. And
I did tell you not to underestimate him.
I know. I still think I'll still say it now. I still think Chad was winning. I think he was winning.
No,
I think he was
fair
boxing
enough,
nicely.
mate. Fair enough, but
He was. It was a good. I
one
tell you what,
shot,
though.
mate, and he's
Yeah.
gone.
I tell you what, mate.
changes
Fair play to
everything.
them both, because I was there, obviously, because it's only near my house. It was only I was meant to box there, and it was a. Do you know what? It was a really good fight. So obviously we laugh and we joke about it, and obviously Joel got the win in the end. But I think both lads done himself really proud in there in that fight. It was a good fight.
And
Chad
if
boxed
it was
really well until he got caught.
If there's a rematch, mate, it could go the other way, mate.
You know what? It was a really close fight, mate. To be honest, it was a good fight, and these things happen, especially they're big lads.
I would pay to watch that again. To be fair.
Yeah, no, I would, mate. If it was on again, mate, I'd love to get on the undercard, so I can be there and watch it again, mate. It'd be nice, because it was. Do you know what? All jokes aside, mate, it was a great fight, and both lads done really well. To be fair.
Yes. And it was a good atmosphere as well, because I watched the fight on YouTube and it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was good, mate. I mean, to be fair, Newark, where they box, is only quite a small place. It's only about half an hour from me.
It was. There wasn't many fights on the card.
No. I mean, there's a few lads that obviously had to pull out. I mean, obviously I had to pull out. I was meant to be on there. There was a couple of other lads. We all seemed to get injured about the same time. It was a bit of a shame, actually, because
it's a nightmare for the promoter, really.
Yeah, 100%, mate. It was a really nice venue, and when I got there, obviously to watch the show, I was gutted I wasn't boxing on it, mate. I'll be honest. It looked so nice in there, and I'm desperate to go there again. So hopefully, fingers crossed, December time, maybe we can get about in Newark. That'd be nice. I'd enjoy that.
Yeah. So is this? So you're against? Have you watched this guy fight before? Because I think I've watched 10 of his fights, something like that.
Yeah, no, I've watched him. I've watched him plenty of times. Like I said, I was matched up against him originally for this fight, and then we had a quick change around. But so I've watched him, I've studied him. He's a lot smaller than me. I'm a lot bigger than him. So I think on BoxRec he's listed as
good in a way.
Oh yeah, I mean on BoxRec, mate, I think he's listed as 5'4" or 5'5".
And how tall are you?
About 5'11". So I'm really tall for the weight, and he's really small for it.
And you've got the reach.
Yeah, I've got the reach, and to be honest with you, I'm not. I think when people think I'm that tall for the weight, they assume I'm really, really skinny, and I'm not that skinny either. So I think when you see it, I mean, you'll probably see a photo on Facebook on the day before. Well, when we get weighed in on the day, you'll see us facing off, and you'll see how much bigger I am compared to him.
Yeah, and
so
then
I think it's going to be a shock.
When you've got your arm in the air, like when the ref's lifting your arm, he's there.
Yeah. Oh, mate, it's going to be some buzz that. It's do you know what, mate? I'm really looking forward to this fight.
Mate, will the fight be like, I don't know, like streamed or?
Yeah, I think so. I'm hoping so. I mean, I don't know about it yet, but I'm guessing if it is, I'll get told about it.
Let me know, mate. I'll have you on my laptop, and then I'll have Ben on the TV.
Aye, mate. Hey, if I'm on at the same time as Con and Ben, mate, make sure you're watching me, yeah?
Yes, mate.
Wait, I'm only joking, mate.
Are you main event though, mate?
No. I reckon I'll probably be early or middle of the card, mate. To be fair, I think main event you've got Jamie Robinson. I think he's top of the bill.
Oh yeah, because I think he's gonna be pushing on for titles after this.
Yeah, he's very experienced, man. I think this is something like his 20th pro fight or something.
22nd fight, something.
Yeah, he's a lot more experienced. I mean, this is only my second fight, mate, so I'll still be near the start of the bill, but I can always guarantee my fights are exciting, mate.
And there's a few more experienced people.
Yeah.
And
there is, mate.
Maybe I think there's Jamie's in. I think it's 8 or 6 rounds, and
I think it's a 6-rounder he's doing.
Yeah.
I think so. Anyway, I might be
But
wrong.
this time next year, mate, you could be. Well, I don't know your plan, but you could be 6 rounds, 8 rounds, or maybe mate, you might have your title around your waist.
I'll be honest, my plan at the minute, mate, is this will be my last 4-rounder probably. We'll do 6 in December. The only reason we're doing 4 here is just to...
brilliant, mate, yeah?
Yeah.
You're moving so quickly, amazing.
Yeah, well, my plan is, again,
maybe try get these under your tank so you've got a few under your belt.
Yeah, that's it, mate. We want 2 of these just to knock them out of the way. Hopefully, again, get the wins. All the next year, carry on building. Maybe do some 6-rounders. Maybe 6-rounders all next year, and then early 2024.
Like a 50-50.
What's that, sorry, mate?
Or you could try get yourself into like a 50-50 fight, like putting your undefeated record. Because I'm not saying you would lose, but if you won't, but if you get more credit if you lose to a prospect than beating journeyman.
Exactly, mate. And
11 wins.
I'll be honest with you, mate. I'll fight anybody. That's what I'm like. I don't really care, mate. To be honest, I just want good fights. I just enjoy boxing, mate, and I want to go in there.
And you want to entertain the crowd.
That's probably the best thing and worst thing about me all at once, mate. I do like getting involved a little bit, and I do like making sure the crowd have a good night. And sometimes that's what's good for the crowd.
Sometimes you've just got to be careful and stick to the boxing, even though the crowd want knockouts most of the time.
Exactly, mate. And I'm trying to learn that. I'm learning slowly, mate. But
mate, that knockout will come. You've just got to, you know, keep working. Because if you keep looking for it, it's not going to come, and it's more likely you'll get knocked out.
Exactly, mate. So we might find it on Saturday night. We might not. We'll see.
You might, mate. You might.
But even if we don't get the knockout, mate, I can promise it's going to be a very long night for Christian Navarez. I can promise you that. It's going to be a tough night for him, mate. It's very tough. Even if he hears the final bell.
If after your fight, would you watch Conor Benn if he's not on the same time as you?
Yeah, 100%. Of course I will. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Conor Benn, mate. I'm desperate to watch him, so I'm hoping the fight doesn't clash with it.
Why does everyone want Conor Benn to win?
To be honest, do you know what? I think I look at it from a boxer's perspective, and I think, do you know what? He's the smaller man going in there against the bigger man, taking a big risk, and I think, do you know what? I just look at that and I think I respect it. I think you've got to go for the guy who's rolling the dice a little bit. I think. If you ask me who I think's going to win, I think Eubank Jr. could stop him, if I'm being honest. But I want Conor to win. What's that, sorry?
Do you think Eubank will stop him early or like late in the fight?
It depends if Ben keeps his discipline. If Ben keeps his head, he won't get stopped early. But if Ben goes out all guns blazing early on, I think Eubank will catch him. I think Eubank will just be a bit too big, too strong. That's what I honestly think. I might be wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
You might be, mate. You might be.
Yeah. I'm not good at getting these things right normally, am I? We proved that with Joel and Chad. But I hope I'm wrong. I want Ben to win because I think Ben's got more to offer to boxing. He's only 26 or maybe 25, 26. He's got a lot more to give. Eubank's on his way out. I don't think Eubank really wants any... I think Eubank just wants to make a lot of money, mate. Make a lot of money and get out. Whereas I think Ben's interested in big fights. And I hope Ben does it for that. But I don't think he will.
No, because Chris Eubank, if he beats Ben, he wants Triple G.
Yeah. See, again, I think he says that, but I don't know if he really wants him. He could have fought him a long time ago, and then Kell Brook took the fight instead.
No, the only reason why he didn't, because it was he's picked Triple G in a good time if he fights him now, because he's past it now.
Yeah, I still think Triple G will beat Eubank, though, right now.
Really?
I think so, yeah.
I mean, that's another debate we could have. But
I know Golovkin didn't look very good against Canelo. I know that. He lost that. And to be honest with you, the scorecards, in my opinion, were too close. Golovkin lost that a lot worse than what the scorecard suggests.
Because, if Golovkin won one more round...
It was a draw.
Yeah, I mean,
shocking,
imagine that would have been massive robbery.
Yeah, because it wasn't even close. In my opinion, I maybe gave Golovkin 2, maybe 3 rounds.
Yeah, that's
it wasn't
fair,
close.
Mate. Yeah.
But I think I look at what Canelo's done at super middleweight, and I think Golovkin, albeit he's slowed down and he is old. He's not the best Golovkin anymore, But Chris Eubank Jr., in my opinion, has never been world class. The 2 times he stepped up to world class, he's lost. He lost to George Groves quite badly, and he lost on a close decision to Billy Joe Saunders. But I think Groves beat him very well.
Did Groves? I thought that fight went all the way.
It did. It went all the way, but he in my opinion, he lost that fight quite badly. I think Groves won the majority of the fight. What was that? Sorry, mate.
What year was that George Groves fight? Because George Groves retired.
Yeah, maybe 2018, maybe 2019. It was Groves' second to last fight. Groves beat Eubank and then boxed Callum Smith and then retired.
But Groves Groves wasn't really in his prime when he fought.
No, Groves wasn't really in his prime and he still beat him up. So I don't think Eubank, to be honest, is world class. I don't think he is. And I think
Ben, on the other hand, if he beats Eubank, do you think
it's massive.
Fight for world titles?
I think he has to. Not middleweight. I don't think middleweight. I think if he beats Eubank, he has to fight for a world title next at welterweight, because who else is he going to fight? He would go down. If he fought anyone else,
I think he should fight maybe Virgil Ortiz.
See, I don't think they'll let him fight Ortiz. I think Ortiz, other than Spence and Crawford, I think Ortiz is the 3rd best in that division.
I mean,
I really rate Michael McKinson. Yeah, I really rate Michael McKinson, and seeing what Ortiz did to him, that made me believe he's the real deal, mate. To be fair, because I really rate
McKinson beats Ben.
No, I don't think he beats Ben. I think he has a good fight with Ben, but I think Ben beats him. But I don't think Conor Benn would beat McKinson as well as Ortiz beat him, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
I think it would be closer. I think Ben would still win, but I think Ortiz pretty much did what he wanted with McKinson. I think after the first couple of rounds, he went on and dominated, I think. Yeah. So I don't think Ben would do that.
Yeah, but the first 3 rounds, I thought Mikey was doing really well.
Mikey looked good. Yeah, he did. He looked really good. But I think Virgil was just figuring him out.
Fight.
What's that, sorry?
I met Mikey the other night.
I saw it. Yeah, no, Mikey seems a really nice guy, mate. He seems really nice.
Yeah,
I really rate him. I really, really rate him. And I'll be honest with you, when he beat that Chris Congo, that's when I became aware of him. And I'll be honest, I really rated that Chris Congo, and McKinson beat him really well.
I still rate Chris Congo.
Yeah, I do. I still do, man. I still think he's brilliant, but I think that fight shows quite
his fight against Formella?
What's that, sorry, mate?
Did you watch Congo v that Sebastian?
I didn't, mate. I didn't. I was at work when it was on, so I missed it. But obviously, I know the outcome and seeing the result. It was a good fight, mate. To be fair, it was a good fight.
Yeah.
I think Congo's good. Congo is good. He could go on and do well. I think that fight just showed how good McKinson was, though.
Mikey would beat Congo again if they fought, though.
Yeah, I think so.
He would just.
I think Mikey's really slick. I think Mikey, probably maybe just behind Conor, is the best welterweight in the country.
I mean, that's
now.
A big statement, mate. But
I don't see how it's. I mean, to be honest, I think you've got Echo Essuman as well.
He's a beast.
Yeah, you've got Echo Essuman as well, who I really rate. But
same.
I think maybe, you've got, to be fair, saying that, you've probably got Echo Essuman and McKinson fighting for 2nd place right now. I don't know who would win that fight, actually. That's probably a good fight, to be fair. I don't actually know who would win that. Now I'm thinking about it, that's a really good fight.
Yeah, same. Yeah. I might say, I don't know, because if either of them watch this, I don't want them saying, no, I'm not coming on because you said I would lose.
No. I don't want to put you on the spot, mate. No. It's a good fight, to be honest.
Yeah, it would be a good fight. What about Savannah Marshall v Shields?
Mate, I hope Savannah knocks her out. Oh, I'm hoping so much.
I think we don't really like
Clarissa. Mate. Oh, Clarissa winds me up, mate. I don't like her. She's annoying.
I was really watching that face-off and my mum just walked in and she said, who's that? She's really annoying.
Yeah, she is, mate. Honestly, I tell you what, I don't get me wrong, she's a great boxer and I really rate her as a boxer, but gosh, she's not half wound me up. She's not half wound me up. So I really hope Big Sav goes and flattens her, mate. That'd make me happy. I'll sit there and watch that happy because that's on the 15th now. It's the week after my fight, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, mate. It is.
Yeah, so I'm gonna sit there and watch that. I'll be on holiday at the time. I'm going away after my fight, so I'll sit there and watch it.
Going away
with your half, mate. It'll be nice. What's that, sorry?
Where are you going?
Off to Greece, man. Off to Greece on holiday with the missus, so it'll be nice.
Oh, that'd be good. Celebrating
she
the win,
deserves it, mate. She puts up with me. It'll be nice. She deserves it. She's always dealing with me being in training camp and never been able to see her, so she deserves it. It'll be nice. And I want to go and put some weight on and get fat.
Does she come to your fights?
She does, mate. My missus boxes as well.
Is she a pro boxer?
No, not a pro. She's she does a little bit, mate. A little bit of amateur stuff. She's good, mate. So I tell you what happened once. Actually, I've got a story for you now. So my missus was meant to have her first fight. This is before I was a pro. So, God, was it last September? Just before I signed my pro contract, she was meant to have her first amateur fight. And I'll send you the video after this. Actually, you'll like it. Yeah. And the opponent doesn't turn up. So my girlfriend's about to walk out into the ring. The opponent's not in the building. So I quickly run to the person that's running the show and go, she has to fight tonight. We've got to find her someone to box. You know, she trained so hard for her first fight. And I said, we've got to find her someone to box. There was no one for her, mate. We couldn't find anybody in the building. There was no one that could get there. So we couldn't get her anyone to box. So I said, right, I'll box her. I said, my kid's in the car from my fight the other week, one of my fights before. So I said, right, I'll put my kid on and I'll box. And he went, you can't box her. It's a girl. And I went, don't worry, it's my girlfriend. So I said, we'll go in there and we'll do an exhibition. We'll do a skills bout. So we went in there and we'd done three 2-minute rounds, mate. And in the third round, she knocked me over and knocked me out.
No, she didn't. No way.
Oh, she did, mate. She did. She flattened me with a big right hand, mate.
No way.
Nah, I mean, I took a dive, mate, but everyone loved it. The crowd went crazy. It was great. I'll send you the video after and you can see. She hit me and I fell over and everyone went crazy. And you know what? Whenever I go out now, if I go out after a fight to celebrate, everyone always goes to me, oh, well done, you look really good tonight. But, you know, I'll never forget that time that you got knocked out by a girl. So, yeah, I've done that for her to make her day and she loved it, bless her. And I'll send you the video. You'll enjoy it. It's a funny watch, mate. But, yeah, so you can see that's my girlfriend. So she does a bit as well. So she understands all my training and stuff. So
will she like have an amateur fight maybe? Is she still train with you?
Yes, well, she's at Manchester University now, mate. So she lives about 2 hours away now, but she's just joined the boxing team there. So she'll be doing the uni championships at the end of the year, I reckon. I was speaking to her about it today. So hopefully, mate, she'll get a gold medal in that and you might be interviewing her soon. Who knows?
Yeah, let's hope so, mate.
Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah. And before you go, do you want to shout out anyone who's like helped you in your career so far?
Yeah, of course, mate. I'll give a big shout out to my trainer Adam, mate. He put me out from nowhere, mate, when I was younger and a kid, and he helped me out, introduced me to my promoter, who's now Scott Kalo, my promoter and manager, who gave me the opportunity to turn over. So I always got a big shout out for them and a lot of love and respect for them. And I've got a few amazing sponsors, mate. I've sponsored by a couple of big companies. Cherry Transport that are based in Lincoln, mate. They look after all the they help me sell the tickets for my fight. They look after me. They look after my car for my travelling for the sparring. They're amazing, mate. They look after me. And there's another construction company called AG Construction. They're amazing. So it's owned by a guy that lives near me, mate. He just bought me a whole new corner kit for the fight. He pays my medicals. He's unbelievable, mate. And they really look after me. Those guys. They make all of this possible, making sure that I can carry on training full time and hopefully, mate, one day get to a good level, mate, and see us on TV. Who knows?
Yeah, mate. Maybe BT Sport DAZN. They've got to keep
fingers crossed, mate. Hopefully in a big fight against Campbell Hatton. That's the one I want, mate. That's
the world title, mate.
Hey, I'd box Campbell Hatton for 500 quid, mate, and I'm putting that out there now. It'd be an easy night for me, mate. I reckon. Easy night.
Yeah, mate. And you might get yourself a stoppage as well.
Hey, I think I would, mate, in that one. I'd be telling you, I said, all these other ones, I don't know about it. But against him, mate, I'd be disappointed if I didn't.
Why?
I think I could beat him well, mate. I think he's made for me.
Do you not rate him?
I think he's good, mate, but I think his style's made for me. I think he comes forward and he's aggressive, but that's what I do. And I think I do it a bit better than what he does it. So I think he'd walk on something.
Yeah.
I think I'd hurt him early.
He is good, but not as good as you.
No, that's what I'm saying, mate. I think I'm a punch a bit harder than him. I know I'm a lot bigger than him because that Lukovsky that I boxed was a lot bigger than him, and I was a lot bigger than him. So I know I'm a lot bigger than him.
Big for your weight, like tall.
I'm very tall for the weight, mate. So for 9 stone 9, I'm nearly 6 foot. So I'm very tall. So, and I can punch hard as well.
And how tall was that? The guy you fought in your debut?
About 5'5", 5'9", and he was tall as well for the weight. So he's the tallest guy I've ever boxed at my weight, and he was still smaller than me. So, yeah.
But
we'll see, mate. But like I said, got to get Saturday out of the way first.
Pretty tall.
What's that? Sorry, mate. He was tall.
He was taller than Hatton.
Oh, yeah, a lot taller than Hatton, but I was a lot taller than him, so even better for me.
Yeah, and you'll be way tall. You'll be up there, and Hatton will be down there.
Exactly, mate. Once I've knocked him out, mate, I can rub him on his head and send him back to Manchester, can't I?
Nah.
Yeah.
Good luck this weekend, mate. And
thank you, mate.
If you get a link to the fight, let me know, yeah?
Yeah, you'll be the first person to have it, mate. Don't you worry,
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Awesome.
Bye.
See you later, mate.